Okay,
So, Governor, if I can summarize to bucket it. So we have a question on the pegging of the ringgit, and we have a question on the lockdown in China, and then we have both our clump the inflation together and whether we agree it's a cost-plus inflation and if there's any policies to address it. And then to Dato Sri Uzi, it's on current.
Okay.
Governor.
So, with respect to the exchange rate, we have consistently emphasized that a flexible exchange rate is the most appropriate policy choice for our circumstances. And as what I had elaborated in the Bernama interview, a flexible exchange rate buffers the economy from adverse effects arising from economic shocks, and it also preserves Malaysia's competitiveness under challenging global conditions. So pegging the ringgit will not be in the best interest of Malaysia. It will have substantial risks and trade-off. For example, we would need to mirror the monetary policy of the country we are pegged against. So, for example, if the Fed were to raise its policy rate by 2%, we would have to follow suit to maintain the peg. And we would lose our monetary policy independence in this case. And Malaysians, in this case, would have to bear the higher borrowing costs, even though the economy is weaker than the US. We would also have to resort to capital controls. And all this would be necessary to ward off speculative pressure to the ringgit. We have to acknowledge that the key factor that attributed to our ability to successfully peg the ringgit in 1998 was the capital controls that was introduced then, which came at a cost. So maintaining a peg is a very costly policy because it will also take up a sizable amount of our reserves, especially during stress conditions. And this ultimately would weaken our external resilience. So applying a peg would have detrimental impact to investor sentiment, affecting not only FDI coming into Malaysia, but it would also likely exacerbate capital outflows from Malaysia. So while, again, Bank Negara, we do not target any level of exchange rate, we are in the market to ensure that there are no excessive volatility in the exchange rate and the conditions in the financial markets continue to be orderly.